Okay, so looking at the warm-up real quick. Name 3 collinear points. There's only one option here. What are the 3 collinear points? A, T, and B. Point A, point T, and point B. Okay, what's another name for line AB? Okay, line AT, or TA, or what else? TB, or BT. Okay, name a line that's in plane Z. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, that's a little L. So this is line L. Okay, name the intersection of plane Z and W. So where does plane Z and W meet up at? Good, they meet up right here along this line, line AB. All right, how many lines are in plane Z? Okay, there's 2 that are drawn. But I don't know what this question is really getting at, because there's 2 that's drawn, but if you consider that just generically, there's an infinite number of lines in plane Z. So we'll leave it like that, because that's probably what it was getting at, is how many is drawn. Okay, which one of these statements is always false? This isn't necessarily related to that picture, it's just generic statements here. Okay, the intersection of a line and a plane is a point. So when we have a plane and a line, does a line intersect a plane at a point? Yes, so that's true. Well, it's true most of the time. So anyways, this says which one is always false. Okay, B says there's only one plane perpendicular to a given plane. So if you have this plane, then you have another plane that's like, whatever, like this, where it's 90 degrees right here. Is there only one plane that's perpendicular to another plane?
Yes.
So if you have like say the top of my iPad is a plane, okay, and I take this piece of paper, and it's perpendicular. This one goes straight down through it like this. This is saying there's only one plane that's perpendicular to this plane. What if I moved it over? Would that be another plane perpendicular? What if I move that over? Would that be another plane perpendicular? So how many perpendicular planes are there to this plane? More than several. It's an infinite amount, right? This is perpendicular, this is perpendicular, this is perpendicular, this is perpendicular. Okay, so that's the one that's always false right there. Whoops. Because that says there's only one. No, there's an infinite number of planes perpendicular to a given plane. Okay, C says collinear points are also coplanar. No, that's true. And D, a plane contains an infinite number of points. No, that's always true. So B's the one that is always false. All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving on, and although it's not moving on, because what we're doing is we're taking the stuff that we've learned over the last few days about naming lines and line segments and planes and all that, and it definitely applies to what we're going to be getting into. Today specifically what we're talking about is line segment, okay? So this is where we're looking at pieces of lines. All right. So between its points, between any 2 points on a line, there is another point. Okay? Between any 2 points on a line, there's another point. So that's like this. Like on a line, if you took these 2 points, okay, there's always another point between them. And it doesn't matter how close you think those 2 points are, there's always another point, because you could just zoom in further and find another point. Zoom in further, find another point. So between any 2 points, there's always another point. Okay, a line segment is a portion of a line with 2 endpoints. Okay, between point A is between 2 other points, B and C. A, B, and C are on the same line. Okay, so let's draw what that's talking about. So let's just draw a line segment here. So this says point A is between 2 other points, B and C, so it's kind of weird, but B and C are going to go out on the edge, and then A is somewhere between them. All right, so what this is talking about, this is if I do this. If I take BA, line segment BA, which is this from here to here. Okay, and if I add to that line segment AC, which is from here to here, within the same terms or whatever, what do you think BA plus AC equals? Equals, and remember when we name a line segment, how many points do we use? We only use 2. So if you take BA plus AC, what does that equal? It equals BC. Okay, or let's do it like this. Let's say BA equals 3. Let's say AC equals 5. So if BA equals 3, AC equals 5, how long is it all the way from B to C?
8.
Is 8 units, right? So all this is saying is when you add the 2 smaller pieces up, it's going to add up to equal the whole thing. So we're going to start out very, very basic here. So on this first one, all right, let's do it like this. HG plus GF equals what?
HF.
HF. Thank you for your enthusiasm.
Everybody's dead and you just have to get it off.
Yeah, I mean, just give it some. That's good. All right. So, how long is HG? I mean, without doing any math at all, just how long is HG?
9.
We don't know. Okay? We don't know. I'm saying like no math. Like I know this is super basic, but without doing any math, we don't know how long HG is. So I'm just going to say it's X. Okay? How long is GF?
1.
It's 1. And how long is HF?
10.
It's 10. Now, again, I know this is so basic, but you need to see this to be able to work out more difficult ones. Okay? So HG is X. We don't know that. GF is 1, and HF, the whole thing, is 10. So if I were wanting to solve for X, what would I do? Whoa, not that.
Subtract the 1.
Okay, good. If I wanted to solve for X in general, what do?
-1.
I get it by itself, right? So how am I going to get X by itself?
-1.
Subtract 1 on both sides. Okay? And what is 1 minus 1?
0.
Is 0. Okay, so that equals X, and 10 minus 1 is 9. So HG equals, wait. Okay, number 2. So we're going to go RS plus, what do you think? ST equals RT. Okay, how long is RS? 1. How long is ST? X. And how long is RT? 13. So to solve for X, what would I do?
Get the X by itself.
Get the X by itself, minus 1 on both sides, X equals 12. Okay, I want you to write out the same statements for 3 and 4. Write out the same statements, do the same math on those 2 real quick. Okay, who wants to write that, what they got? Go for it. All right, so how are we going to write a statement here? All right, TU plus UV equals TV.
And so
Very good. So TU is where the question mark is, so that's our X. UV equals 20, and the whole thing TV is 32. All right, so to solve for X, what we're going to do? going to subtract 20 from both sides. All right, and so 20 minus 20 is 0. That leaves just the x, so x is 12. So TU equals 12. Okay, good job. Who wants to do for number 4?
I did. Come on.
All right, I'm like doing one male, one female, so I'm going to give Tatiana a chance.
Okay. You just write on it, right?
Where are we at? 719. Okay. So we got CD.
Oh, wait.
Good. Plus DE
Oh, shoot.
equals C. Good. All right, so CD is 14, DE is unknown, and CE is 30. Okay?
Oh, wait. That meant. How do you erase?
Right here. I just,
Just erase it?
yeah, the eraser's just real small.
I'll just shut your
Okay,
face.
and then here we go. Or no, there.
This is pretty cool.
All right, good. So we subtract 14 from both sides. Okay, so that zeroes out. X equals 16. Good job.
Put up a legend.
So DE equals 16.
I already knew you were going to say
All right. So on number 5. Number 5. So just following the same pattern, how do you think we would write this out?
IJ plus JK plus KL equals IL.
Okay.
And then put them
So it's just adding another piece in there, but it's the same thing. So IJ plus JK plus KL, all three of those pieces together equal the length of the whole thing IL. So how long is IJ? 9. No, you're good. How long is JK? 11. Bless you. How long is KL? That's what we're looking for, unknown. And how long is IL?
26.
It's 26. Okay? So when we solve for that, we need to combine like terms. 9 plus 11 is what? So we have 20 plus x equals 26 minus 20. I know you don't have much room on your paper there. I should give you more. X equals 6. KL equals 6. All right, number 6.
Just what? Oh, we're gonna have like some items.
Okay, well, so really, what's the only unknown thing here? Is HI. So let's just write our statement here, forgetting about IJ, okay? Because we'll get that in just a second. But let's just write our statement here. So I'm going to write, what do you think? GH
plus
plus
HI
HI
equals JI.
equals JI. Or GI, yeah. GJ, who cares? Okay, so how long is GH?
2.
GH is 2.
2. How long is HI?
We don't know.
We don't know. And then GI is 7. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. X equals 5, so HI is 5. Now the question here is how long is HJ? So HJ is from here to here. So how are you going to find that?
Add HI to IJ.
Yeah, add those up. You got the 5 here, you got the 12 here, so total that's going to be 17. Okay. Do the same thing on number 4 and 5 there on the back real quick. Okay, so again, I understand that super simple math there. Okay, but it's going to bring us to just this basic knowledge to help us to work some of these others out. All right, so number 6. All right, how am I going to write my statement out for this? All right, so how long is ST? 20. What's how long is TV?
It's
N. And then how long is SV?
we don't. 2 9 minus 1.
2n minus 1. All right. And so now from here it's just algebra, just solving for n. All right, so I need to combine like terms. I need to get my variables together. I need to get those n's together. So I'm going to subtract n from both sides. That's going to zero that out. That's going to leave 20 equals, what's 2n minus n? N, or just 1n, however you want to write it. Still with the minus 1, nothing changed that. And then I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Okay, so n is 21. How long is TV? N, so how long is it? It's 21. But the question is, it says to find SV. So what am I going to do there? Okay, that'd be the common sense way to do that. You could do that, just add those two up, or you could take this 21 and plug it in right there. Do 2 times 21 minus 1. It's going to do the same thing. But yeah, it'd probably be more common sense just to do that. So 20 plus 21 is going to be 41. Okay, on number 7, do number 7 real quick. Okay, so you get wx plus xy equals wy. Wx is a, xy is a plus 6, and the whole thing, wy is 36. Okay, so from here we combine like terms. A plus a is 2a. So we have 2a plus 6 equals 36. Subtract 6, 2a equals 30, divided by 2, a equals 15. So if a is 15, and the question is here, how long is xy? I'm just going to take this 15 and plug it in right there. So I'm going to have 15 plus 6, which is what?
21.
21. Yes. All right. I think you get the idea. All right, let's drop down to these right here, to this 5 and 6. Okay. So it's the same thing we just got through doing. It's just we're going to have to think about how to draw it. Okay? It's already drawn for us here. We've got to think about this. So in the instructions it says find the value of x and rs if s is between r and t. S is between r and t. Okay, so I'm going to draw my line segment here. R and T are on the outside, and it says S is somewhere between there. And I have no idea where that S needs to go to make it look proportional, so I'm just going to put it somewhere. It may be totally wrong. In fact, it is. Because RS is 5x and ST is 3x. So you know what? Sorry, y'all can't undo as easy as I can. I'm going to scooch it over here like this. Just to make it look better for what's going on here. Okay. Now we're going to put this information on here ourselves. So it tells us RS is 5x. So how long is it from R to S?
5x.
5x. How long is it from S to T?
3x.
3x. And then RT, the whole thing is how long?
48.
It's 48. So we're going to have RS plus ST equals RT. All right, just like what we're doing up here. So 5x plus 3x equals 48. Combine like terms, 8x equals 48. Divide by 8. X equals 6. So that's part of what it asked for. It says to find the value of x. And then also to find the length of RS.
30.
Yep. Just taking the 6, plugging it in right there. 5 times 6, so RS equals 30. Okay. Try the same thing on number 6.
Is that a 5 or 15?
Where?
Is that a 5 equals 30?
It's RS equals 30. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, it is trash, my bad. RS equals 30. Try number 6. All right, so RS plus ST equals RT. RS is 2x, ST is 5x plus 4, RT is 32. Combine like terms 2x and 5x. 2x and 5x makes 7x, minus 4 from both sides. 7x equals 28, divided by 7, x equals 4. So x equals 4, that's part of the answer. The other thing is I need to know how long RS is. So how am I going to find the length of RS now? Good. I know RS is 2x, okay? So to find the length of RS, I need to know, okay, what's the value of x? Well, that's exactly what I did. Now I know x is 4, so I'm going to take that 4, plug it in there. 2 times 4 is 8. RS equals 8. Okay, but the last thing is looking at this number line, which really should have gone first, but it's kind of weird to fit it in, so we're just going to talk about it right here. Okay, D is at coordinate of 7. Where is B at?
2.
To 2. Where is A?
0.
That's 0. Now, the question is, how long is DB?
5.
Okay, B is at 2, D is at 7. So how far is it from 2 to 7?
5.
Okay, it's 5. Now it's positive 5. Some would say, okay, well, since that's D, down to B, you have to subtract 5. And I understand where you're coming from, but we're talking about just the length, okay? When you talk about the length of something, it's never negative unless, I mean, sometimes when you get into physics, you deal with some of that, but generally, if you talk about how tall you are, you never talk about your negative length. That would make no physical sense whatsoever. It's impossible. I mean, how could you be like, I'm 6 feet, how could I be negative 6 feet? But, and then people always say, well, what if you went down to the ground? Okay, yeah, but still, you're still measuring, it's still 6 feet under the ground. How would negative 6 feet work? I mean, it like breaks your brain because it's not possible, okay? So when you're talking about length, it's never negative in geometry. Okay, how long is BC? Okay, good. B's at 2, C's at 1, so that's 1 unit. And then how long is AE? It's 10. A's at 0, E's at 10 units.